Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing really well. Now imagine you're hungry and you really fancy fish and chips. So you go to this nice restaurant and you sit there and you place your order for fish and chips and you're expecting that fish and chips should arrive anytime. And then after a few minutes, the waiter arrives and brings you a pizza. Yes, a pizza instead of fish and chips. Now, the question is, will you be happy with that? Well, it's extremely important to understand what our expectations are, what our needs are, and if they are met or not. So the question here is it possible to become inspirational teacher? In today's time, especially with COVID-19 and with a lot of institutions moving from face-to-face to an online teaching environment, now than ever, it's extremely important for every single academic to become an exceptionally good, innovative, and inspirational teacher. So the question is, how to become one? Well, I have got 5 tips based on my academic practice and my teaching practice. Well, let's see if you can use some of those. And do let me know how you find them. Now, tip number 1. When I stand in front of the class, I share what is my teaching philosophy with my class. So very briefly, it's extremely important for me to share what I stand for, what my values are, what are my teaching pedagogies. So it's really easy and smooth for the learners to engage and connect with me and to understand what I stand for. Tip number 2, it's extremely important to establish some ground rules. And it's extremely important to involve the class and the learners to come up with some ground rules. It's almost like a psychological contract everybody in the class subscribe to so that you can refer back to them as and when it's needed. For example, you can create it to be a very safe, honest, open space for everybody to share. You could decide about, for example, giving everybody an opportunity to speak their minds and their heart. Also, you can decide about things like the use of cell phones, etc., etc. So having some ground rules is extremely important. Tip number 3, expectations. This is extremely important. We need to understand what are the expectations of the learners. And once you get to know their expectation and once you address those expectations, it becomes very easier. For example, if students are expecting fish and chips, you don't want to be serving them pizza. And if they're expecting certain thing which you think is beyond the class, you can address it right in the beginning itself. Tip number 4. Make sure you create series of activities which involves a lot of peer-to-peer engagement and the engagement and discussion within the class. Don't be in a rush to provide them an answer. Do ask questions, do generate discussion, do create an environment where the learners come up with a very rich discussion and share with the class the process they have undergone to reach to that conclusion. And finally, tip number 5. Towards the end of your class, it'll be really nice to ask the learners what was their take-home message. What are the top 3 things they have learned from the class, and also getting some feedback on your teaching and academic practice so that students are in power to comment and give you feedback about what worked for them, what didn't work for them, what else would be nice for you to incorporate going forward. Well, these were the top 5 tips which I have been practicing for many years, and that has resulted into really good student engagement and innovation in teaching and learning. So feel free to use them and do let me know how it goes. Take care. Bye.